Choose your character.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, MasyaAllah, Tabarakallah. Welcome to the mediation session. I am serving as your mediator. My name is Sheikh Abdul Ghafur, call me Sheikh. I will have to remind the parties that the party may speak when being asked to do so, or if there is anything crucial that you wish to add. Alright? Everyone present, please remain seated. Please ask permission if you like to do otherwise. Alright, so do abide to our guidelines, alright? To not use any offensive word, please. This is a holy mediation. So, alright, in regards to this, we are going to have a mutual agreement, right? So, today mediations involve Mr. Nabil Tahan as the appellant, who is represented by his lawyer, Puan Afriena Rose, and Ms. Nursyazriena as the respondent, right? As well as Ms. Afifah as the counsel for respondent. Alright, so, do you have any question to ask before we begin? No? Alright. So, I would like to state that I am unequivocally that I am unaffiliated to this dispute. Alright, so we have three elements: Al-Istisna Purchase Agreement, APA, Al-Istisna Sales Agreement, the ASA, as well as security for the Al-Istisna Facility, the security document. Alright, so I think Mr. Nabil, you can start off with the dispute. Please do so.
My name is Nabil Tahan, Director of Tahan Steel Corp Sdn Bhd. So basically, my company had intent to develop a wheel plant in Kapal Kelang in order to produce hot rolled coil, which is a mega project and second of its kind in this country. So basically, in this project, we get three financial providers. First, from shareholder, amount to RM 309 million. From Bank Islam, amount to RM 97 million. And third, Exim Bank, which is a foreign bank, amount to USD 80 million. So basically, with the agreement between me and Bank Islam, we agreed to get into Al-Istisna Purchase Agreement, Al-Istisna Selling Agreement. So in purchase agreement, the bank will buy the project from us in amount 97,000 and we sell back to us to RM 183 million. So basically, in this agreement, the bank will give us 3 drawdown, and they have paid us the first drawdown amounting to RM 46 million, second drawdown 12 million. However, the bank had default to give us the third drawdown amounting to RM 38 million. So I think there is issue in this part.
Very well. Do you have anything to add on?
Yes, so on my part, I agree with the judge rule that the respondent had breached the APA and correctly granted the declaration sought by my client. However, the judge had made some error when he refused to grant the relief pray for my client. That's all.
Okay, Ms. Nursyazriena, please explain your dispute.
Okay, for my behalf, I believe and I want to let you know that actually he breached our agreement first, our APA agreement. Let me recall. Section 5.1, clause 5 in our APA agreement. He breached it first. That is why I can't release the payment. Basically, in our agreement, he need to give me the evidence that he fulfilled our agreement or his obligation, his part. He need to fulfill it for the third withdrawal to be released. But he can't produce any evidence to me. That is why I can't release the third payment. It's not like
no evidence, Mr. Nabil. Is that so?
Yes, I have no evidence yet. I thought there is no problem regarding the APA because the bank had give me the first and second drawdown. So I thought we have no problem in this matter.
Alright, maybe Ms. Afifah can explain a bit.
Actually, I do found out that Mr. Nabil unable to provide the proof. So that is why I agreed with the other party's lawyer to do the mediation in order to resolve this matter, as we doesn't want to go through the court proceedings.
Very well understood. Since both parties have concluded their opening remarks, I will caucus privately to each of you to settle the matter. Sure, thank you. MasyaAllah, Tabarakallah. I hope you're okay, Mr. Nabil. So, do you guys understand what is happening basically in the dispute?
Yeah, but I think there are some legal terms that I'm not familiar with.
Understood. So, Miss Afriena,
Yes.
this is your client, and we are in the need of mutual agreement, right? So, I hope you have prepared your agreement that we are going to offer and also propose to the other client. So, I think you shall start with your agreement. Please do so.
Okay. After a discussion made between me and my client, we have to list down two main claims that we agreed to claim on the respondent. So the first one is that we would like to claim to terminate the APA as well as the ASA on the ground that the respondent failed to allow the drawdown of the third repayment.
Yeah, understood.
Alright. And then the respondent agreed that they had breached the requirements stipulated under the APA, and therefore my client are entitled to terminate the agreement.
Okay.
So here we can conclude that the termination dated 14 May 2001 was valid and lawful. That is the first claim that we would like to put on forward. Do you agree with the termination?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
So that is the first one.
Right, please
And
proceed.
then the second claim that we would like to focus on is the injunction relief. This relief is functioned to restrain the respondent from enforcing the ASA as well as the APA, which include the security document in the agreement. The security document were executed together with the APA and also the ASA and could not be treated separated.
Okay.
It need to be in one facility. So therefore, the repudiation of APA by the respondent would automatically result in repudiation of the ASA and also the security document. And then the security document were a security arrangement and not part of the agreement inside the APA and the ASA. Therefore, the grant of injunction relief in respect of security documents shall be allowed. Since the High Court judgment does not allow this matter, now we would like to agree that this relief should be allowed.
Right. Is that all?
Is that
May I add?
Yeah, please do so.
Yeah.
Yeah, before that, I just want to ask, do you understand
Yeah.
the agreement?
Yes.
Okay.
I fully understand. I had discussed with my lawyer, so no problem about it.
Okay.
So may I ask, may I claim for damages because yes, due to the non-compliance with the contract, I had suffered some loss because the project had been in half or suspend.
Okay.
So can I do so?
Okay, yes, I think we can claim for the damages as I believe the respondent had done some wrong on their part. Therefore, I think it is rational for us to claim for 78,000 for damages.
Alright, so I shall look into this if you agree with whatever that's been said by your lawyer. So I will relay your offer as stated in the agreement and consent to the other party and inform of their response very shortly.
Sure.
Alright. MashaAllah, Tabarakallah. Are you okay with the previous session? Alright, so I was in session with the previous client, right, the other client, and they have stated their wants in the agreement, right? So they have proposed few settlement in regards to the dispute that we are having. Alright, so I shall read this a little bit of the agreement and I will explain to you. Alright, so the first settlement that they want is the termination of Al-Istisna Facility Agreement. Okay, and then the second is the injunction relief. Alright, and the third is they are demanding RM 78,000 of damages. Do you have anything to ask?
What is injunction? Something like
Injunction relief, right? So the injunction relief, I shall relay this to your lawyer since she is in communication with the other lawyer that in regards to the settlement agreement. So I think I shall give the floor to Ms. Afifah to explain to you.
Okay, for the previous judgment that the court grant us the security documents under our care. So after I go through all the documents that have been provided by the other lawyer, I have seen that the security documents is treated as one of the agreement facility to the agreement, al-istisna agreement. So since the other party asked for the termination, in the same time, the security document should be released. So that is why I think it's rational for them to ask for the injunction relief.
But the court let us have the security, right?
Yes.
So why I need to give it back to them?
There's an error in the judgment. That is why we come into the mediation, as it is treated as one of the facility agreement.
Okay, but we already terminate, we already follow what the court want, and then they want another injunction, something that one. Also money from us.
That is why we can demand some compensation from them as the return back to us.
So how?
Due to that, I think we have to hear from your lawyer whatever that she has drafted, and let's see if you agree to your demand.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let me hear first.
Please do so.
Okay. So since we already agreed to terminate the agreement, I will propose that we demand for 143 million as the payment, as the compensation on our part, as we already released 97 million on the first agreement. That's the first proposal from me. And the second demand is regarding the demand on the general damages. They asked for 78,000, but I believe we can only release for 50,000 as they are unable to provide us any proof regarding our fault on our behalf.
We will get 143 from them.
Yes.
But on what you say?
As we already done our part, we give them the money, 97 million at the first agreement.
So meaning we will pay them about 50, right?
50,000.
And we will claim from them 143. Okay.
Alright, so do you agree to that?
Yeah, I think okay.
Alright, sure. Alright, so if that is so, I shall, counter propose your settlement agreement to them, and we shall see the mutual agreement that we can reach. Alright, is that okay?
Yes.
Alright, thank you. Alhamdulillah, welcome back to our joint session to both of you, which is our last session for the mediation. So I'm going to convey each party's offer, and we will enter into a negotiation to reach a settlement agreement that could be the best solution for both of you. Understood? Alright, so in regards to the proposal by Mr. Nabil, alright, their side ask for the termination of al-istisna facility agreement. Alright, so in regards to that, the respondent stated they agree to terminate on that one. Alright, so it's a win-win situation, alhamdulillah. Alright, and secondly, the appellant proposed for an injunction relief security document. Alright, that is okay. Alright, understood? Alright, and the third demand from the appellant is the damages of 78,000. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. In regards to that, the respondent agree to pay only 50k, not 78,000. Why? It's because it's the inability from part of you guys to provide evidence. Okay? I hope that is okay. And then on top of that, they also demand for compensation of 143 million. Please get that in your mind, because they have given, the bank has given your side 97 million and already completed the project halfway. Right? So I hope that compensation is also okay on your part. So now I would like to know whether both of you can have a mutual agreement with the relief proposed by both of you as of now. So I shall ask the lawyer of Mr. Nabil, is it agreeable?
Yes, we agree with all the terms that had been
Explain. Alright, and then what about you, Ms. Afifah?
I also agree with the terms provided by the other party.
Alright, so I would say that both of the parties are agree to whatever the proposal. Alright, so with this, both parties have agreed that this dispute has been solved. Alright? You seem to be not agreeing to it. Are you okay?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. So thus our mediation session has come to an end. I hope there will be no issue in regards to the dispute again, as we already come to a settlement. Alright, so thank you for your cooperation and presence today. We shall see you next time. Thank you.